always come in the morning and do that, don't I? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. You made it to the end of the week. That's what you did, folks. So, listen, let's get into it. Let's talk about some things that are important to you this morning. Y'all know what I like to do. I like to get my little coffee. I like to talk a little noise. We talk about a couple of things that are in the news while I prepare to go to the office, just like the majority of you guys are going to be doing. So we are going to be providing you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey y'all, come on in here. Let's catch some of this news, y'all. Listen, I've got something new that we're going to be sharing with you by midday today, you guys are going to get an opportunity to find out about the Blaqcard. Yep, you heard me right. The Blaqcard. So good morning, y'all. Come on in here. I'm going to start preparing my coffee. We're going to get into some of this news and information that you guys can use so that we can get into it. It is Black Business Month here at the Brownstone, but it's also Black Business Month around the US of A. And so you've probably seen a lot of posts about it. You've probably seen a lot of people talking about it. But here at the Brownstone, we are going to be interviewing and bringing on to our shows for the month of August. We're going to be sharing with you guys some of the pretty cool things that are happening here at the Brownstone with some of our business owners who are connected to us, right? So what we're going to be doing is, first of all, let's talk about what's in the news, right? Like we always do. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my little coffee. But y'all need to know what's happening around the world. So come on in here, share this broadcast. Let people know what's going on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are currently listening to The Day Shift with your girl Paulette on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center. It's going to be airing on a little bit later on during the day, about 10 a.m. And then right after that at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, you're going to get an opportunity to listen to the Hot Lunch Mix. That happens every Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss that. So let's go ahead and get this news and information that you can use. We're going to come back. We're going to be talking about some of the things that you guys missed with Cullen's Corner, which is going to be re-airing today at the Brownstone Center. You guys ready for this? Let's get into it.
U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner was convicted Thursday in Russia of drug possession and smuggling and was sentenced to 9 years behind bars.
Before the verdict was handed down, Griner made an emotional plea. She maintained she had no intention of breaking the law. She also apologized to her teammates, her fans, and family for, quote, the embarrassment she's brought on them. She called her actions an honest mistake, adding that she hopes the ruling does not, quote, end her life.
China deployed scores of planes and fired live missiles near Taiwan on Thursday in its biggest drills in the Taiwan Strait, a day after U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi made a solidarity trip to the self-ruled island.
Even though we may not see this current crisis escalate into something more, this Pelosi visit could basically be an excuse for China to change the status quo, and we're talking about over the long run, in the months, years to come, increase that coercion of Taiwan even more.
The U.S. Senate approved on Wednesday Finland and Sweden's accession to NATO, the most significant expansion of the 30-member alliance since the 1990s, and its response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Russia's unprovoked aggression in Ukraine has changed how we think about the world's security. That's why I strongly support the decision of these two great democracies, Sweden and Finland, to join the most important and defensive alliance in the world, NATO.
The European Union on Thursday brought Iran, EU, and U.S. nuclear deal negotiators back to the table in Vienna.
The aim was to discuss getting the 2015 nuclear deal back to full implementation. The 2015 deal intends to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear bomb. Iran said that it was optimistic about the talks. Its delegation was being led by Ali Bagheri, who tweeted that the onus is on those who breached the deal. He further wrote that the ball is now in the court of the United States to act responsibly.
This is the latest news headlines. InfoWars owner and host Alex Jones admitted that the 2012 mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut did occur. Especially since I met the parents, it's 100% real, Jones said. Jones made the admission during the civil trial that will determine how much the conspiracy theorist owes in defamation damages to the parents of the 2012 Sandy Hook mass shooting. Jones repeatedly described the shooting as a giant hoax involving government-employed crisis actors. Amid growing calls from health officials across the country, the Biden administration declared the current monkeypox outbreak to be a public health emergency in the U.S. on Thursday afternoon. The declaration was made by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, comes a little less than 2 weeks after the World Health Organization designated the outbreak as an emergency and international concern. By issuing the declaration, HHS will be able to take a series of actions, including accessing funds set aside for such an emergency. More than 50% of the country was in some level of drought for the fourth week in a row, the U.S. Drought Monitor reported Thursday, as a combination of warmer than normal temperatures and low rainfall is drawing the moisture out of plants and soil. And no region of the country has been spared. The West and California remains engulfed in a multi-year mega drought, but even the Northwest, a severe flash drought, one that comes on rapidly, has intensified and expanded from Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts into New Hampshire and Maine. Small business confidence has hit a new low, according to the results of a new survey released jointly by CNBC and SurveyMonkey. The third quarter survey found 57% of small business owners believe the United States is already in a recession, while another 14% believe the country's economy will be in a recession by the end of the year. Continually rising inflation was a major concern for small business owners. Of those surveyed, 77% expect inflation to continue to rise, and just 26% have confidence in the Federal Reserve's ability to control the inflation. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
And there you have it. You've got the news. Good morning, Mario St. Alvin. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Day Shift. It's your girl, Paulette. And I am standing here recovering last night from Cullen's Corner. If you guys didn't get an opportunity to go and check it out, head over to our YouTube channel, and it is called Brownstone Worldwide. You can check us out there. You can also check us out here on my personal page or anywhere else that you're following us, like the Brownstone Center. And then also on, I forgot my other phone. Oh, okay. So also on our other page as well, which is called Brownstone's Best, right? So if I were you, I would go ahead and I would check that out. I've got some information that I want to definitely share with you guys this morning. And it is, oh, I hate when I do that. Good morning, y'all. Come on in here. Let me share with you guys a couple of things that I think are super important. Boom. Y'all see that? Let me tell y'all something. That's the Blaqcard. I'm going to be providing you guys with more information about the Blaqcard by the end of today. Probably by midday, as a matter of fact. There is no probably. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be sharing with you guys information about what the Blaqcard is. So we're going to start right now with that and kind of give you guys an idea of what this membership is going to allow you to do. Basically, it's an exclusive membership that's actually built for the culture. Since it is Black Business Month, this particular Blaqcard is actually designed by Black business owner Dino Cummings. He and his beautiful wife have decided to get together and create this particular membership card where you can find ways of generating savings for you and your family while you are traveling, while you are eating out at restaurants. You're going to get those discounts. So you're going to live your best life for actually less and save up to 50% off on travel, eating out, and shopping with the brands you already love. This is not a hard choice, you guys. All you have to do is understand, here's one thing that you need to know. We're actually big spenders as the Black community, right? And being big spenders, we spend over 1.5 trillion annually, to be exact. And that's how much the Black community actually spends. What most people in the Black community do is they don't realize that we're probably overpaying for up to 50% when we go shopping or when we're traveling. So with the Blaqcard, which is what this is, you could be keeping most of that money in your pocket, or at least half of it when you're on your and enjoy yourself when you're on vacations, when you're eating out at restaurants. And so what the Blaqcard did was they got together with national partners and hundreds of Black-owned businesses. Listen very closely to this, folks. Hundreds of Black-owned businesses, such as airline partners, United Airways, British Airways, American, Delta, Avis, Hertz, and more. Hotel partners like Hyatt and West W Hotels, Rosewood, Marriott Hotels, Caesars, and more. Listen, let me tell you something. Imagine traveling to the most luxurious hotels worldwide, breaking bread with your friends. How about that? And family at exclusive restaurants without worrying about the bill. Going off to do something fun every weekend, from the golf course to the theater, theme park, skipping the line, went out on the town, experiencing insider access to brands and services that you love. That is what the Blaqcard is going to provide to you. So if you want access to that, here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. Keep it locked to KCCR Radio. That's number one. I want you to go ahead and like Brownstone's Best. It's a group. You can go ahead and jump in there now if you'd like to do that and start getting some information from us so that you can support other Black businesses, brown businesses, minority businesses, so that we can start continuing to keep that money in-house and letting it circulate. Yep, I said it just like that, okay? Now, here's something else. Go ahead and like the Brownstone Center. We're open and available pretty much 24/7. So you're going to get news, you're going to get information, you're going to get the things that you want to know about what's happening in the Brownstone, right? And then also access today for the very first time through the Brownstone, the Blaqcard. So shout out to the Blaqcard. We want to definitely show the brother some love for what he has done, culminating and curating all of these businesses together to provide discounts and deals specifically for you. So I'm excited about that. And I want to be, first of all, we're going to be bringing Mr. Dino Cummings on so he could talk to you guys about what spawned him to create the Blaqcard. You don't want to miss that. All right. So you guys, one of the things that I also like to do is I want to give you the news and information that you can use. So now you heard Alan Edwards this morning. He told us, listen, y'all, that Brittany Griner got 9 years. And then last night on Cullen's Corner, we actually talked about what happened when the news was handed down. And President Biden is pretty clear that they're being detained, and it's not necessary. And so they're going to be doing everything that they can to bring Brittany and someone else by the last name of, I think his name is David Whelan, where they're going to be bringing him home. The hard part about this, folks, listen to this, is the gentleman, David Whelan, his family says that they haven't heard from him since he was taken to the actual prison camp or the prison area, right? So they haven't heard from him, not a smoke signal, not anything. And it's been 4 years. They honestly don't even know if he is alive. So what they are hoping for is this is going to provide an opportunity to open the doors for those communications, negotiations, or whatever to continue while they do what they need to do. So y'all, one of the other things that I like to do to begin my day, because I have to get to the office super early. I'm actually doing a training today. And so I have a day job, y'all. Y'all know that. So one of the things that I always like to tell people is that you have to plan your day. You literally do. And what I use is something called the My Brownstone Living Day by Day Planner. That actually helps me to do what I need to do. I'll be coming back a little bit later today. We're going to be talking about the Day by Day Planner because there have been some updates that have been made to it. But we definitely want to share that with you guys so that you can find out more about how you can plan your day accordingly. Now, let me tell you one of the things that I am notorious for. I am notorious for doing the 6 most important things of the day, right? I am a list person. I literally cannot function unless, of course, I know that I have a list of things that need to be done. And then as I'm completing those things off of my list, I'm crossing them off. And it often really it gives me a sense of accomplishment, especially with everything that we have going on right now with Brownstone. Cullen, myself, and DeCarlo are really, really pushing to get ready for the brownstoneworldwide.com launch that is happening on September 5th. We also have some other things that are happening as well. We're really excited about that. We're adding new air personalities to the fold of the Brownstone Center. So we're super excited about that. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in here and let's talk and set a spell. Let's go ahead and get our little coffee. You got your eggs ready, honey. If you got your eggs, you got your bacon, whatever you're going to do, come on in and join us immediately. Okay. So we can get into some more news and information that you can use. So a jury is actually going to decide if Alex Jones has to pay punitive damages. Listen, y'all, to Sandy Hook parents. So this takes a lot of cojones. Let's talk about this. This guy, along with several other people that I know personally, believe it or not, have decided that the Sandy Hook shooting was a hoax and that they brought in crisis actors to literally do the actual, I guess, falling out and the shooting and all of that other craziness. And the parents, they were actually able to tell this guy, listen, we know what happened. We lost our loved ones. There were certain things that happened that we couldn't control. And ultimately, this guy is responsible for paying these guys like $4 million. Okay. That's a lot of cash, a lot of cash. Where can you find more information like this? Until brownstoneworldwide.com is up and running, you can find it on the Brownstone Center. That's where you can find this. So again, a jury is going to decide if Alex Jones is going to be paying punitive damages to Sandy Hook parents. I don't know if all of that is necessary. But again, I haven't lost a child to a violent crime like this, so I'm not really sure. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's going to be, let's see. So let's talk about this. The name of the guy's show is called InfoWars, right? And he returns to court today, actually, for his defamation trial, where he is being sued for falsely saying that the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting was a hoax. Okay, so the jury is going to decide if Jones has to pay punitive damages to Neil Heslin and Scarlett Lewis, the parents of Sandy Hook first graders Jesse Lewis, who was gunned down along with 25 other children and school staffers at Sandy Hook in Newton, Connecticut. Jones was ordered Thursday to pay $4.1 million. Let's say that together, $4.1 million in compensatory damages to the couple who said they received death threats and were harassed due to Jones's false claims that the federal government orchestrated the shooting to crack down on guns. Heslin and Lewis are seeking $150 million in damages in their lawsuit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much for the hearts and for the likes. I see you guys, and I do appreciate you for joining us this morning. It's your girl, Paulette. I am the host of The Day Shift. You are checking it out right now on KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center, where it will actually re-air at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before the Hot Lunch Mix actually airs. So let's go through what happens on KCCR throughout the day for now. All right. So the first things first is you guys actually probably just missed Motiversity, which actually comes on at 5 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time. You can definitely go ahead and check it out. It gives you something to keep your blood flowing just a little bit. You can work out to it and feel like you can conquer the world or like you're an Olympian. You can definitely do that if you want to do that. Then, of course, our music comes in, news and information that you can use, information about the Brownstone blends and other things that are offered at the Brownstone Center. Then, of course, you have the day shift, which is me. So you'll be able to hear this a little bit later. So if you're driving or if you're listening to us on your app or your Android or your iOS device, you're not going to dog out anybody calling got that Android. Okay. All right. So you'll be able to listen to us there. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's get back into some more of this news and information that you can use. Amnesty International says Ukraine's military has been risking its civilians' lives. You're going to be able to find out more information about that when you go over to the Brownstone Center. So, Beyonce-approved luxury brand Timothy belongs to Northern Nigerian Fatima Babakura. Did y'all know that? Let me go ahead and share that information with you guys. So if you want to find out more information, since it is Black Business Month, you're going to be actually able to do that. All right. So I've gone on ahead and taken the liberty of providing you more information about that. Okay. So let's talk about, let me see. I don't know about that. Y'all, it's hot in here. It is hot. So let's talk about the best breakfast foods to eat for every age. And here's something else that I'm going to be doing. So today is slow cooker day. Every Friday at my house, anybody will tell you, if you are my child, if I birthed you, if you have lived with me at any time, you know that on Fridays, I do not cook. It's not happening. It's not going down. Okay. So what I am going to be doing before I actually get ready to go to the office today, I'm going to be leaving here in about 15 minutes, is I am going to be preparing our dinner for the evening. And so if you notice, I already have my slow cooker that is out. She's ready to rock and roll. We're going to be preparing some chicken that has been thawing out in my refrigerator. One of the things that I don't like to do is put it in the sink. Y'all ain't got no meat thawing in the sink. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all like cooking today? No, that's not me. So it's been thawing out. It's in the refrigerator. It's ready to rock and roll. We're going to be cleaning our chicken and preparing a meal for the family a little bit later. So let me share with you one of the books that I am currently reading. Y'all, this book is everything, okay? It's by a gentleman by the name of Tim Grover. And y'all, this book says it all. It's called Winning. So I'm going to share this with you guys. So I'm a part of a group called Traffic Sales and Profit with Lamar Tyler, and I'm a part of their mastermind. And we get books, y'all. So this book is The Business. All right. So I didn't realize how good the book was until I actually got on a flight and I started reading it. And I thought, oh, he ain't playing no games. So one of the things that I've been reading literally every day, first thing in the morning, is the Winning 13. So I want to read this to you guys so you guys can check it out and see if it would kind of, encourage you for your day. I'm going to go ahead and sip me some coffee too. Hang on just a second because I want to try to take my little meds. And these are my vitamins, y'all. I'm not on any medication or anything like that. I'm really not. And my hair is still wet, so I don't know if it's dripping in my eyes or what. Yes, I wash my hair every day, honey, y'all. It's the best thing. Anybody that knows me also knows that I had dreads. I had locks for like 22 years, and they were down my back. They were past my butt, and so I used to have to keep them cut all the time. Like every 6 months, I'd have to cut them. And I finally, after I had surgery, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just cut it off because it's falling out anyway because of the medication that I was on. And so I went on ahead and just shaved it off. So it's starting to grow back now. And y'all, let me tell y'all what I did. I kept my locks. And every once in a while, I go and I look at them, and they're little bundles, right? And we washed them really good and cleaned them up and let them dry and so forth and conditioned them. And I put them away. And I thought, when my hair grow back, I might have to go back through and go on ahead, and rock it out just a little something. I'm not so sure yet because I'm still enjoying rocking the short haircut. Hey, Stacy. Girl, that book is fire, is it not? It is fire. Thank y'all so much for the response. So listen. Let's talk about the Winning 13. You ready? Here you go. All right, so we're going to be reading from Winning. Tim S. Grover, best-selling author of Relentless. I actually saw this gentleman speak at a, was it at Mastermind Live? It was a TSP Live. Good morning, Stacy. I'm so happy to see you. I hope all is well. I hope the business, y'all, there go another Black business owner right there. Hopefully, I'm going to get an opportunity to interview Miss Stacy as well for Black Business Month. So, y'all, he has this thing in his book called The Winning 13. And, y'all, here is it. Where is it? I want to read this to you guys because I think it is important for you all to hear how amazing life can be. Number one, you ready? Winning makes you different, and different scares people. Number one, winning wages war on the battlefield in your mind. Boy, I ought to know that. There are times I wake up in the morning and I'm like, girl, what in the world are you doing? You call yourself a business owner? What's happening? You're losing everything. Things aren't going the way that you want them to go every single day. When you wake up in the morning, you're doing hiccups. Girl, okay, Stacy, I'm definitely going to be reaching out to you. I'm going to send you a link. And then we're going to connect because I would love to interview you and find out how your business is going. Y'all, it's very rare to find people who are, Black business owners who own beauty supply stores. She owns a physical beauty supply store, right? 20 emotions every day. Girl, who you telling as a business owner? That's what it is. It really, really is. Okay, so number one. So all of these are number ones. It's not a number 2, 3, 4, whatever. It's all number one. So number one, winning is the ultimate gamble on yourself. Let me tell you something. If you're not willing to gamble on yourself, and you can get up and you can go to somebody's job every single morning, let me tell you something. You can gamble on yourself because you're gambling on them. Why can't you gamble on yourself? I'm serious. I am so serious. Winning isn't heartless, but you'll lose your heart less. One of the things that I've learned as a business owner, as my business continues to expand and to grow, and we've kind of solidified exactly what is happening with it and where it's going, is that it was so personal for me when I first started. And now it's kind of like, okay, moving around, I cry less. I worry less because it's like, oh, okay, I've been through this before. I know exactly what to do. So it's like the incomparable journey that you're never going to end because you can never get it right and you can never get it done. It is the most interesting thing ever. Okay. And I didn't say that. Abraham Hicks did. All right. So winning belongs to them and it's your job to take it. Are you willing to take it? Are you willing to fight for what you know is real in your mind? Are you willing to do that? What does it take? You ever thought about that? You ever sat back and just really kind of grasped exactly what that means for you? Winning wants all of you. There is no balance. I'm going to tell you something. Running the Brownstone Living, My Brownstone Living, and also Brownstone's Best, Cullen's Corner, the Sunday Brunch, the Day Shift, all of these shows, the radio stations, booking shows and all kinds of things like that, and beginning to understand that the next phase is starting to creep up on me. That was a decision that had to be made or else it wasn't going to happen. One of the things that I've learned is that it's going to take all of me. So yes, even though I get up and I go to somebody's job every single day, my mind is always moving. It's always transposing to the next phase of what the business is going to be. And so when I tell you I have planners, here's a planner. This actually is my planner for the entire month of August and what we're going to be doing, right? I got other planners. I'm a part of other programs and things like that. And we all connect, like with Stacy Grant and with others. We get together and we commune at least 4 times a year, right? And we travel, we do things together so that we can stay connected as business owners so we can be our best selves. So it's going to want all of you. Are you willing to do that? Or is Netflix going to get your time? Let me sip this coffee. You're going to give Netflix all your time. And it's okay. Listen, it's all right to have, your Netflix time. Right? It's all right to do that. Winning is selfish. When I tell you, I literally understand that 100% because my kids sometimes look at me and they be like, you at it again? Mother, we're here. We're doing XYZ. Yeah, but I got to answer this email really quick. Yeah, but I got to go ahead and schedule this appointment really quick. Yes, I got to go and talk to the web designer because guess what's happening? BrownstoneWorldwide.com is launching literally on September 5th. And I want you guys to be ready. Listen, let me go ahead and I'm going to pop this up here once again, introducing the Blaqcard. You guys, we are introducing to you all today on the Brownstone Center. Go ahead and like the page. We are also introducing to you at Brownstone's Best. Go ahead and join the group. It's still growing. It's a new group. Go ahead and jump in there, invite your friends, and let people know this is where you're going to be able to get exclusive membership deals and things like that from the Brownstone Center. So shout out to Dino Cummings and his business, the Blaqcard. You don't want to miss this because listen, the Blaqcard is going to provide you an opportunity, as I was saying earlier, to get all of the discounts. So hotel partners are included like Hyatt, W Hotels, Rosewood, Marriott, Caesars, more of those. You're going to be able to skip the line when you're out of town, experience insider access to brands and services that you love, including Black businesses, right? Feel confident that you're a smart shopper and you're getting the best prices. There are other benefits that come with it as well. And I am really, really, really excited about that. So you'll be able to eat and live, work, or travel from coast to coast with this particular Blaqcard that's going to provide you with discounted products and services. You're going to be able to travel, right? You're going to be able to shop and save money, catch movies and things of that nature, entertainment. You're going to get VIP access. You're going to be able to step behind the velvet rope with the Blaqcard. Yes, that is correct. The Blaqcard is now officially being offered by Brownstone Worldwide. So I'm super excited about that. Super, super, super excited about that. We're going to be sharing more information with you guys about that. Let's get back into our winning. Winning takes you through hell. And if you quit, that's where you'll stay. Let that sink in, as I always say. Okay? So you either going to fight or you're going to win. You're going to lose or you're going to win. Which one is it going to be for you, right? Winning is a test with no correct answers. That is absolutely correct. And something else that I've learned as a business owner and some of the things that I have to learn as well is done is better than perfect. We're constantly, okay, that book describes me to a T. It made me feel that I was not out here being crazy alone. That is correct. That's one of the things that I can absolutely say for myself as well. Because I would be like, What am I doing wrong? What's happening? How is it that I can't sleep at night? It's calling me in my sleep, Lord. What's happening? What's going on? And so one of the reasons why I decided that it was best for me to connect with other like-minded individuals like Stacy, like Dino, like the two beautiful ladies that brought information to Cullen's Corner last night, like Marshawn and Nicole, was because I wanted to connect with people that felt like I did, that couldn't get to sleep because it was calling them. And one of the things that I've learned about the internet and stuff like that right now is we have better opportunities than anybody has that we know personally to get certain things done. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to feel connected with people that were doing things like me. Maybe not the same business idea, but were business owners and small Black businesses as well, right? So that we could continue to connect and to grow and to share our resources together. Winning never lies, and it knows all of your secrets as well. Did y'all know that? Because you can't front on it. Either it is or it ain't. Okay? Winning is everything. And winning is not a marathon. It's a sprint with no finish line. Y'all, I'm not selling you nothing. I'm just telling you this right here, this book by Tim S. Grover is winning. And you definitely need to read it. He was actually the trainer for Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan, Pat Riley, Marcus Rashford, and a slew of other sports professionals. So let's get back into our news and information that you can use. And then I'm going to be wrapping it up for you guys so that we can start. First of all, so I can get to the office. I've got to teach a class today. And then let's see. I definitely want to, here's what I'll do. Head over to the Brownstone Center, like the page. You're going to get some sales today. We always love to do that with you all as well. Make sure that you're getting all of the deals, right? And then we'll also share some of that to Brownstone's Best. So if you guys are not a part of Brownstone's Best, it's an open group. You can go ahead and join that as well. We got some other people in there that have some stuff that they're offering information. We don't mind because we are a community. We want to know what you have going on. And then sometimes you'll actually get information from myself, from Cullen, questions. We want to find out what you think. There's going to be a survey that's going to come up later as well in the Brownstone Center, as well as Brownstone's Best, where we are actually going to be helping donate funds to HBCU, new incoming HBCU students. And all you have to do is donate. So we're going to be providing more information about that. Why? Because this is also Black Philanthropy Month. And we want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can to help get our young brothers and sisters into school, especially once they have aged out of the foster care system. This one is new and true to my heart because I am from the foster care system. And when I aged out and I ended up going to college, if my foster parents had not been as resourceful as they were, it would have been a worse situation. But I did notice that there were a lot of things that I was lacking that the other students coming in didn't have. So we're going to be sharing that as well. So again, we got Black Business Month, and we also have Black Philanthropy Month we're going to be sharing as well. Now, today's sales are, the Gap is having a sale, y'all. We're going to be sharing that. Kate Spade is going to be on our pages as well. We've got Kenneth Cole, who has a sale going on today. Wayfair has a sale because it's the end of the summer. So you're going to be actually able to save up to 60% off. We have KiwiCo. It's a summer sale, and it's specifically for kids. So you guys don't want to miss that. And let's see. We also have, let me see, Under Armour has a sale going on, up to 60% off select back to school styles. You don't want to miss that. You're going to get great finds on men and women's and kids shorts and t-shirts. Slides and sandals are also on sale as well. And then Janie and Jack is back again. So you don't want to miss those deals. Head on over to the Brownstone Center, like the page, go on ahead and join Brownstone's Best. If you're a Black business, we would love for you guys to get in there and share what your business offers, what's your website, all of that. We don't mind at all. That's actually what it's for, because that actually provides you an opportunity to be a part of the what? The block. Hello? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more news and information. We're going to get that news for you. I'm going to sip a little bit more of my tea, my coffee actually, and my juice. And then we're going to come back and we're going to be wrapping it up. Y'all ready for this? Come on, Allie, give us the news and information that you can use, right? Y'all ready?
Missiles near Taiwan on Thursday in its biggest drills in the Taiwan Strait. a day after U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi made a solidarity trip to the self-ruled island.
Even though we may not see this current crisis escalate into something more, this Pelosi visit could basically be an excuse for China to change the status quo, and we're talking about over the long run, in the months, years to come, increase that coercion of Taiwan even more.
U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner was convicted Thursday in Russia of drug possession and smuggling and was sentenced to 9 years behind bars.
Before the verdict was handed down, Griner made an emotional plea. She maintained she had no intention of breaking the law. She also apologized to her teammates, her fans, and family for, quote, the embarrassment she's brought on them. She called her actions an honest mistake, adding that she hopes the ruling does not, quote, end her life.
The European Union on Thursday brought Iran, EU, and U.S. nuclear deal negotiators back to the table in Vienna.
The aim was to discuss getting the 2015 nuclear deal back to full implementation. The 2015 deal intends to prevent Iran from developing a nuclear bomb. Iran said that it was optimistic about the talks. Its delegation was being led by Ali Bagheri, who tweeted that the onus is on those who breached the deal. He further wrote that the ball is now in the court of the United States to act responsibly.
The U.S. Senate approved on Wednesday Finland and Sweden's accession to NATO, the most significant expansion of the 30-member alliance since the 1990s, and its response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Russia's unprovoked aggression in Ukraine has changed how we think about the world's security. That's why I strongly support the decision of these two great democracies, Sweden and Finland, to join the most important and defensive alliance in the world, NATO.
This is the latest news headlines. Amid growing calls from health officials across the country, the Biden administration declared the current monkeypox outbreak to be a public health emergency in the U.S. on Thursday afternoon. The declaration was made by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, comes a little less than 2 weeks after the World Health Organization designated the outbreak as an emergency and international concern. By issuing the declaration, HHS will be able to take a series of actions, including accessing funds set aside for such an emergency. InfoWars owner and host Alex Jones admitted that the 2012 mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut did occur. Especially since I met the parents, it's 100% real, Jones said. Jones made the admission during the civil trial that will determine how much the conspiracy theorist owes in defamation damages to the parents of the 2012 Sandy Hook mass shooting. Jones repeatedly described the shooting as a giant hoax involving government-employed crisis actors. Small business confidence has hit a new low, according to the results of a new survey released jointly by CNBC and SurveyMonkey. The third quarter survey found 57% of small business owners believe the United States is already in a recession, while another 14% believe the country's economy will be in a recession by the end of the year. Continually rising inflation was a major concern for small business owners. Of those surveyed, 77% expect inflation to continue to rise, and just 26% have confidence in the Federal Reserve's ability to control the inflation. More than 50% of the country was in some level of drought for the fourth week in a row, the U.S. Drought Monitor reported Thursday, as a combination of warmer than normal temperatures and low rainfall is drawing the moisture out of plants and soil. And no region of the country has been spared. The West in California remains engulfed in a multi-year mega drought, but even the Northwest, a severe flash drought, one that comes on rapidly, has intensified and expanded from Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts into New Hampshire and Maine. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
All right, you guys, this is and has been the Day Shift with your girl Paulette from KCCR Radio, the Brownstone Center, which is a part of brownstoneworldwide.com. Thank you so much for joining me this morning for news and information that you can use, your hot coffee, and how we can continue to win. All right, you guys, 3 things that I always like to tell you. 1, love your life. It is the only one that you have. 2, live your life to the fullest and enjoy every single experience. And lastly, breathe through every single moment. I will see you all this evening for what else? Tips, topics, and talk. We're going to be talking about other things like that day-by-day planner and how you can make it work for yourself and getting ready for another amazing weekend. I will see you all somewhere in these internet streets today. Take care. Bye.